Okay, so I'm just going to go through, I think, 5 different pages here, and the goal is to get the font to be the same in all of them. And I'm just going to kind of look at a few other things here, these various links and alt text and using headers. So on this page, this is great. You can tell that this is that Lato 11 font, right? And it's not just Lato, it's Lato normal, right? So there's a couple different options. Let's go with Lato normal. I believe that was kind of the default for this theme originally. So once again, go to the pages you created and change the font to Lato normal in each text box. So you can use either bold text as this is, or you could turn that into a heading, right? So we can kind of separate these sections a little more. This is great. Bold is fine, but this probably reads a little bit better. This link here, again, is called a dirty link, right? So this link could actually go right here. Your user doesn't really need this link. If they read this, I decided to try out Duolingo and see that that's underlined, right? They're going to know that they can click on that and go to Duolingo. Alternatively, and you can see this in a couple other spots, you could have, say, the logo here and then some text over here that says, Duolingo is a great space to learn how to speak a language, and you could highlight or make Duolingo the link there as well. Either way, but this is called a dirty link, and you don't want those here for accessibility purposes. This is amazing. We have a video in here. Awesome, awesome. Let's go to another one. So this is great. Nice image. Let's look for the alt text. Nope. So this is the next part of this where you folks have pictures in here. Let's make sure that you have alt text on these. Again, these sections should have kind of what is it and what can it do for us. I realize that a few people did Canva, so maybe we don't need to say what is it each time, but let's try to be, write some good full descriptions of how it can be used and ideas. This is a great example of this. And I think, let's see, who did this? Aha, there's another thing. I'm not sure who made this one. I got initials up here, LD, but so I can take guesses. But also make sure your name, ideally somewhere up near the top, would be really helpful. Okay, here's another one. So some color here, using these different section colors. That's great. Again, this here. So, and this is also a Lato 12 rather than Lato 11. This part here could be a heading. Not, obviously, again, not necessarily needed, but it is more accessible when you separate these things, these sections, by headers. Great examples, again, is there alt text. Oops, down here. Sorry. Is there alt text? Nope. So these are going and these ones can be kind of tricky. Remember, you only have about 125 characters, so you can't say a ton about what the screenshot is or the screenshot is. This looks wonderful. Some different colors separating some stuff. Some more color here, separation. That's good. Let's see. I'm going to check the alt text on a lot of these. Yeah, so this is probably a big thing this week. Go to the pages you made and make sure that the alt text is on all the images. Look for capitalization things, right? YouTube is capitalized, says the former English teacher. Couple more here. This is wonderful. I love the color in it, although, so notice down here it says adjust for readability. The reason it's saying that is because there is not enough contrast between the color of this font and the background. I will always go kind of with less is more. Make sure you're this space here, it's probably centered text possibly, I'm not sure. Make sure you capitalize things. Again, this needs to be words. Like the Gemini website is available to anybody who has a Google site, and Gemini website would be this link. But this is great, but do watch out for contrast. You want high contrast. One more. This is great. Somebody used a button, or Trisha used a button. Awesome. So here's another way to send your people to the tool, right? You can use one of these buttons in here. That's over on the insert menu down here where it says button right there. Yeah, this looks great. Bulleted list is fine for how it can be used. As long as you have good examples and you're, we'll move that over here somewhere and make that a little longer. Who did this? Trisha made this, and she gave us an example of it here too, so that's just great. So back to the what we're doing this week. We're making the fonts the same. Let's touch up all of our pages, whichever ones are yours. Make sure your name is visible, ideally up near the top. Don't have dirty links. Make sure that you have alt text on all the images, or that they're descriptive, or that they are descriptive, and the images, if they are decorative, which means they don't add any value to the page, they don't really inform you about anything. But in most cases on this site, they are going to be needing some alt text. So that's the goal for this week. Great work.